Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. And this is normally Throwback Thursday, but today we're going to be doing our non-spoiler review of Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. So let's jump right into it. So the film Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves is a 2023 release in theaters now, and it stars Hugh Grant, Michelle Rodriguez, Chris Pine, and Sophia Lillis. It's not related to the films that took place between 2000 and 2012. That trilogy is its own thing, and this starts anew. And I do have to say that I rather enjoyed those films, even though they were a bit more comical than a lot of people at the time felt they should have been. This film kind of leans into that at times as well. And it's not a bad thing because actually the humor just reminds you of sitting at a D&D table with your friends. If you've ever sat at a D&D table with your friends, you know that sometimes there's not a lot of taking things seriously. And when you're not taking it seriously, some jokes will get made, some one-liners will be done, and that's just the way the game goes. And why not incorporate that into the movie as well a bit? The movie does have a little bit of a darker feel than the previous trilogy did. And this one, you don't necessarily even feel like you're watching a D&D film at times. With this one, even if you never played the game, you could jump into this movie and get the vibe like you understand what's going on. It's never really lore heavy in terms of you have to know the game inside and out. They do a lot of explaining as to what's going on when they're required to do so. And that I consider to be an absolute plus, because if you're going to do a film set in a universe that's pre-existing and make it actually available to those who have never seen the film before, then you're going to want to make sure that they understand what's going on. You're going to have to make sure that they can follow it. And I think this film does an extraordinary job at that. So the film focuses on a bard who used to be part of the Harpers, which is a peacekeeper faction within the D&D universe. And he kind of swayed away from them. You know, he isn't one of them anymore. And he gets into a bit of trouble. And of course, he has a team that's willing to help him get out of trouble as he kind of determines what he has to do. They find out about a certain item that can help him in his quest, and he sets out to do this. Now, from there, the film is a wild little ride of fun through the D&D universe with a variety of characters popping up. One thing that I liked was they actually incorporated the Tabaxi, which are this cat race. They actually put Dragonborns in there as side characters and background characters as well. They do incorporate a lot of little races and factions in this movie. That is a good thing to have within the D&D universe. And not to mention the monsters that pop up from time to time. We get to see a lot of things that are really, really cool. And I'm down for that. I loved how this movie turned out. I thought it was silly in all the right places and still kind of cool enough to be a little bit stylish and have people who maybe don't play D&D enjoy it as well. And that's really the trick. When you're looking at a movie that incorporates something like a game or a cartoon or anything like that, you're going to want to make sure that your average person who isn't a fan of that particular thing could find enjoyment in it too. And I think this film does a really good job of that. Now, it does leave room for a sequel, and from what I understand, there is supposed to be a TV series it's probably not related to this movie, but sort of a spin-off of it that was announced, and it's supposed to actually appear on Paramount Plus. Now, as far as I know, that's still a thing, and that might be a really good thing as well. But this movie leaves the potential to create a new trilogy of movies, if not more. Not necessarily even following these characters. If you've ever played D&D, you know that each campaign you can play as a completely different character, rise through what the tasks at hand are, and be able to level up and achieve your goals. And that's kind of one of the things that a lot of people enjoy about D&D is the role playing. So the fact that they've made this movie the way they did and sort of gave it the feel of an actual campaign is going to work to its advantage. All right, so I give this movie 4 stars. You don't have to have sat down and played D&D to enjoy it. It's kind of like The Princess Bride in that it's a nice, fun little romp in a fantasy realm that you can enjoy anyway. You could do a lot worse than to watch this movie. 4 stars, but I want to know what you guys think. So leave us a comment in the comment box below. Don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so that they can be a part of the conversation as well. Make sure that you're hitting that like button. It's free. It helps the channel. And while you're down there, Miko says we need more subscribers. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. And then at the end of the day, Miko knows it, I know it, and you know it. Fandom is family.